Everybody, I just want to tell y'all that this is a phenomenal experience, right? That I'm put a little light on. It's phenomenal in regards to us that really are going through, what we're going through that no one could have fathomed, okay? That this would have been the outcome of judgment and us waking up collectively, right? To have to face what we could not, that life is so unexpected, right? So let me tell you about the red light beings. It's about energy, that your mind is all that governs you. Therefore, a low vibration, if not risen to the green light, with utilizing your mind, of course, for love, then no one can truly heal, as I said on the other video. So, red light beings, it's either anger that represents red, fight, flight meaning run away, or being stuck like a deer in headlights, or having sexual encounters that red light beings tend to use predominantly in that vibration and mentality to quell or ease anger. That's it. Love in that regard from the heart, if they are not risen to be more loving, green hearts. Green represents plant life. It represents green earth, God's green earth, healing, right? Earth is dealing with plants, soil, even though simultaneously earth is a blue planet. So, well, blue would be right here. That what you think in your mind, you're able to express it. And as you speak, it's your vibrations linked to your mind, your thoughts. And this area from the next chakra is blue. This is blue purple, and this is purple. So this is like an indigo, bluish purple. This is actually blue. So what you think, right, and what you speak should be from the heart. So this will show everything we do is from the mind or the dome. Free the dome. Free the dome, because only truth does that. When we become emotionally intelligent, we don't use sex, anger, or codependency to depend on another when it comes to what we need. We become independent and we gauge with discernment not to overbear your partner, your mother, your father, your spouse, your girlfriend, that you become so needy, you pull on them so much, and then you codepend on them so much that a lot of times if you pour too much into the next individual, especially a love interest, and they don't honor the agreement, then it turns into a murder. It turns into these, murders of passion, that if it was, experienced, let's say from a detective or a police officer that understands the psychology of those type of crimes. That's why Mental or Criminal Minds, that TV series, gives a clear indication of it, that you're not supposed to play with anybody's heart or play with love, because it can be detrimental to break that person's heart, and then they can't function if they codependent on you. That's why putting God first and then putting yourself first as also a child of God, because God doesn't want demigods. I'm God, I'm the most perfect, the most powerfulest. I don't want children to desecrate me that are my offspring, that should be in their right mind fundamentally to be good. God is good all the time, and so should we be good all the time from God being perfect. Now, if you don't know God, you can't really vouch for God, because it will be up to the chosen ones to teach you that God speaks to us, and we have to be honorable in representing him as Father. And in heaven, what earthlings don't know, that marriage, when you speak your vows, when you are getting married before God by a pastor, preacher, or someone ordained to do so, it's spoken of that you become one with that individual. In heaven, we are married to the Creator as one with Him, as angelic beings within our soul. I have that information because I'm the Great Mother. That's why when I woke up, it was a propelled back up, a backed up indication that this dream world was made from the black print of my mind, that there was a star holocaust a long time ago. From trusting family that I woke up stating to them, I don't babysit adults. That's why we have judgment. And that's why every reincarnation, like Yanun in this life, Dr. Malachi Z.K. York, His Excellency, he opened up the 7 seals. The 7 seals are the 7 scrolls of eyes. These eyes with the 7 angelic beings in Revelations, the 7 candles, right? The 7 plagues. 7 is a heavenly number, the 7 heavens. There's more heavens than that. It's up to 9. And my birthday is September 16th. The numbers tie into my birth date. That 1 and 6 adds up to 7. So we're into number magic. I can break all that down on other videos, but I'm going to be more generalistic and more open as to God teaching me from within, and then telling me I'm always, as a woman king in heaven, I'm the ruler as the female. I knew that when I woke up as Mother Nature, that these 2 eyes, it may seem fantastical, like in psychosis, but she has a psych history because I was dumbed down. There were spells put on me that kept me in a sleep-woke state, that when my transformation and isolation woke up, my entire solar memory turned on, where I'm giving accounts and talking to my family, like Yanun said, Panabab Yanun, or the Master Yanun, High Priest, that we have family within us that live vicariously through us. And there are accounts of Pastor Michael McLaren. He indicates his family, respectfully to him and his family, but he said it on YouTube from one of his sermons, that they have a lot of alcoholics, and he doesn't put that around him in his home with him and his wife and his children. That knowledge Yanun touched on, that we have 29 ancestors, we would be the first, and they do their best, good or bad or indifferent, to live vicariously through us. When I woke up, that was a long lineage, that my body became a moral compass, that when I speak in here, slight tones of different family members speak and slightly change my voice. It's phenomenally surreal, not science fiction. And I'm able, like he said, with visions, that, with visions or dreams that are guidances when we sleep, to give testimony as my moral compass, accurate only for me to interpret, becomes 100% after I woke up. That the matrix is programmed to me. As if I die, this whole thing crashes. As I was saying, he indicated, Dr. Malachi Z.K. York, His Excellency, that he had to speed time up, not realizing in his testimony he was sleep woke. That the reason I'm able to fill in the blanks, that he had to speed it up. Revelations chapter 8, verse 1. Revelations chapter 8, verse 1. It said there was silence in the heavens for approximately, or about, half an hour. That aligns with Yanun teaching us we had to speed up time, or no one would make it or wake fully up. There was time for us to beat the clock because we had spells on us from a subliminal region of copycat morphed narcissists, that in the blackness, if we don't correct, what was happening. It keeps replaying itself. As he said, we keep going back in time in this loop to save souls. No more. Once I woke up, and I can tell you about my transformation, it's the missing piece that was waiting for me to wake up. So that added to the collective being saved. Mother, as in our doctrine, is matriarchal in the heavens. It's a matriarchal doctrine. Sheba, Queen of Sheba. You see the darkness, because we teach that women are dark. That's why it's called doctrine. The Trinity is Father, Mother, Child. That's the true Trinity. All right? So we cannot have a Most High without having a female counterpart to procreate and make children. That's why God cannot only be a male. Mother Nature. You don't hear so much about Father Nature, but Father is essential. But nature is female. Yeah? And females are sisters, like a system. And then sons are, you change the O, right, as in a circle, to a U, a reflection of you. That's what I'm saying. Sons are also light beings. That when you have, it's not a gender war. It's that we all reflect each other, but there's only two as in opposites. Dark, light, up, down, in, out, square, round, right? Push, pull. You understand? From those two that all came from that. So that's what the black light, order of the black light, or the order of noon, or the order of noon tat, and like a roller coaster, U-N. The highs and lows, and that looks like a vibration. I'll do it again. N-U-N. So all the decoding, as Yanun taught, the devil's language is the English language that I'm able to decode easily. I'm the missing piece that was required, that they kept, and they took out the mother, the divine mother, as Nitiru or nature beings. Watch the movie called Mummy with Amunet and Set and try to decode it. Amunet that they buried and isolated, and she was cursed, but it was for a reason. And I can fill anybody in to watch that movie. The latest one with Tom Cruise is dropping a lot of jewels, because the jewels have to do with mining your mind for the jewels, the wisdom of your soul. Only truth sets us free, or sets us on a path of freedom. That's what freed me. The doctrine. Just consistently, redundantly, no matter how long it took, with affliction, bites, crashes to my skull with my phone. I can't die. I can't die. It was proven in isolation that I'm a hard ass. I died internally, so my old self is gone, and I rose like the dark phoenix that I was told I was, and I am. I love you all. So anything that we think is evil can be used for good. It can be used for good, only good. It's all good. Once it's in its right context and perspective, like the Matrix, it's made for us to honor treating each other good. And if you don't, it's karmic, and then you have to pay that debt. I love you all. That's why positivity is the medicine. That's the medicine. You have to be the medicine in reality that you want to see. You have to be compassionate. You have to be kind. You have to be, respectable, respectful. You have to, just be a bubbly. I'm bubbly. That's what my dumbed down videos of me being depressed or sad and timid and shy. I became a social butterfly. I do have somebody that comes here once a month to check on me in my apartment that's beautiful. It's been fully renovated. I love living here. I got my own place from a DV situation, domestic violence, and I'm happy as ever. I don't know how to turn that off. So people who are not that happy, that are going through a lot of, ascension symptoms, I'm here teaching everybody how to do it. It was not easy for me. I had to pay a lot of dues, and my family thought I was crazy going in and out of psych wards because I was having such a rude awakening. But I'm so grateful for it. I would do it all over. I would do it all over again. I told the Most High, I love you all. Mwah.